One of the most puzzling mysteries in American history is the disappearance of the Roanoke colony. More than 400 years later, we're still trying to figure out what happened to over 100 English settlers who vanished without a trace. It all started in 1587, when John White, an English governor, arrived on the coast of North Carolina with 117 colonists, men, women, and children. Their goal was to build a new settlement for England. However, this wasn't the original plan. They had intended to settle further north in Chesapeake Bay, but their ship's captain, Simon Fernandez, refused to take them any farther. So, they stayed in Roanoke instead. Things were tough in Roanoke. The settlers arrived too late in the season to plant crops and were running out of food. And so, White decided to sail back to England for supplies, promising to return quickly. But when he reached England, war with Spain had broken out. Every ship was needed to fight the Spanish Armada, and White was stuck in England for 3 long years. When he finally returned to Roanoke in 1590, the settlement was deserted. Grass and weeds had overtaken the houses, and valuable belongings, weapons, and tools were left behind, which meant looting was unlikely. The only clue White found was the word CROATOAN carved into a wooden post. There was no sign of violence or destruction. White believed this meant the colonists had moved to Croatan Island, now Hatteras Island, where Mantio's tribe lived. But before he could investigate, a storm forced him to get on his ship and leave, never returning back. So, what really happened? Well, the most likely explanation is that the settlers joined the Croatan people to survive. In later years, European explorers reported seeing Native Americans with gray eyes who claimed to be descendants of the Roanoke settlers. In 2013, archaeologists found European weapons, tools, and pottery on Hatteras Island, further instigating this theory. The lost colony of Roanoke remains one of history's great unsolved mysteries. But all signs point to one thing: the settlers didn't disappear, they just became part of a new world.